Hi, welcome to Copenhagen. Thanks for dropping in. Hope everybody is doing well. Today I am having a look at an XL rectangular diamond painting tray from YellowDogDesignsCA. When you buy a diamond painting kit, typically you will receive one of these trays, either the green one which has no spout, or the white one which does have a spout. They're very similar. The white one is a little bit wider, but one of the things is the sides on both are angled, and if you're diamond painting and you accidentally touch the side of the tray, it will flip over very easily, which is very annoying. So these are the sort of standard trays. I was on the internet, I was just browsing through some diamond painting groups, and 2 or 3 times I heard this name getting mentioned, Yellow Dog Designs, and I thought, I've never heard of them. So I found out that they're on Etsy, and it's actually Yellow Dog Designs CA. CA is for Canada. Yellow Dog Designs is the brainchild of Doug and Carrie Schmidt, who live in Canada. So I was very curious, and I thought, okay, I'm going to go and buy one. Went on the Etsy store, had a look, found out that they actually have 21 different colours that you can choose from, and I thought, okay, I'll buy one for myself, one for my wife. Now these kits, these trays are actually 3D printed, and they are made to order. So they don't have a stockpile and they just fire them out. They actually make them as they're ordered. So delivery time can take a little bit longer. Just going to check. I ordered these on December 31st. You have to remember this is in the Christmas New Year period, where everything is slow. So I ordered them on December 31st, and they were shipped on January the 11th, and they took 7 days to get to Denmark from Canada. Arrived here on January 18th, and I'm just now getting round to having a look at them. So this is how they come, padded envelope. Nothing unusual about that. I haven't opened it. I've been tempted, but I wanted to wait until I did this video, and I've just lost my scissors. Found them. You can tell this is well prepared. So we'll open it up, we'll see what we find. As I said, Doug and Carrie make these. They also have other things, but I think what I'll do is I'll just put a link to the Etsy store, and you can have a browse and see what you can find yourself. But today I just want to concentrate on these XL rectangular diamond painting trays. There were actually a couple of things that caught my attention, but I'll talk about that as we go. So see what we've got inside. Okay, a piece of paper and 2 other pieces of paper. So we've got 2 thank yous. As I said, I ordered 2. Just checking there's nothing else in the bag. So they come wrapped like this, little thank yous, with the paw print, Yellow Dog Designs. Obviously it's going to be a paw print. And this piece of paper, which is probably just an invoice, and it is, but there is a handwritten note that says, "Jim, thank you so much for supporting our small shop. We hope you enjoy using your new trays. I love the colours you chose. They look great together. I look forward to hearing what you think. Carrie and Doug." So that's nice. Took time to write a little note. And I'm looking at this thinking, one is bigger than the other. So we'll see what we've got. I think we'll go with the smaller one. So open it up. Now this one's for my wife. Her favourite colour is green. So take these out. That's very shiny. So we've got the little Yellow Dog Designs. That's pretty cool, I really like that. Nice. And then we have Made with Love, Yellow Dog Designs, Saskatoon, SK Canada. And then here we have the socials. So we have Yellow Dog Designs 2023 on Instagram if you want to have a look at other things that they've made. Facebook is Yellow Dog Designs. To remove static from shipping, wash your new tray in warm soapy water and dry thoroughly before use. Happy diamond painting. Nice little tip there. Today I'm not going to waste time washing them, so we might get a bit of static, but we know how to get rid of it. We'll see. So first things first, very nice, very solid, nice thick walls in the tray. We'll just compare it to the standard trays. You can see how much bigger that is, but the thing is, if I touch this one, and if I touch this one, and if I touch this one, it doesn't move. And that's because the sides are straight, and we also have Yellow Dog Designs in the side of or the end of the tray, so we remember where we got it. Then if I turn it over, you can see really cool pattern here. As I tilt it in the light, it changes. It's nice. So it gives it a bit of texture as well, might help to make it not so slippery. It's not shiny like the sides. It's a sturdy, very sturdy tray, really thick around the edges, really good weight in it, and it also has a plug. So that means that when you're shaking your tray or moving your tray, the drills won't fall out of the spout by accident. So, and it's also very deep if we compare it to the standard trays, which they're both about the same height. So you can see at least twice as high. And do the same with the other one, just to keep it fair. And that is the difference in the height, which makes a difference because when you're shaking your tray, you can accidentally have drills jumping over the edge. When you've got a nice deep tray, you don't have to worry about that. The other thing that is different that I've never seen is this part at the end. So we have the lines come down, and then we've got a flat part at the bottom. Now there is a reason for that, and we'll look at that later. So that's the green tray. Now we'll have a look at the blue tray. At least it should be blue. This one's for me. That is blue. That's definitely blue. So these are the two different sizes. This one is the XL. So you can see the difference in size. It's at least a good third bigger. So you get a lot more drills on it. It also has this flat part at the bottom. But it is the same. The design is the same. It's just this one is much bigger. And again we have the stopper, which fits, comes out nice and easy, snug fit. If I shake the tray, it doesn't rattle, it doesn't make a noise, which is nice. And then if we turn it over, we get this pattern again. Just depending how the light hits it, you can see it sort of changes colour. So again, very thick. Again, we have Yellow Dog Designs in the end. Really big tray. The thing that caught my attention was something that somebody said in one of the groups, and I want to test that in a bit. So the first thing I want to do is actually just try the trays. I'll pour some drills in them, give them a shake, and then we'll find out what this flat part is all about. So that's what we'll do next. Okay, so I think we'll have a look at the standard size tray first, and we'll pour some drills in. So I pulled out some nice yellow ABs. So I'm just going to pour them in a nice little pile, and then I'm going to give the tray a shake. Now this is the way that I would normally do it, just short side to side vibration to get the drills to sit. And then when you do that, you can see it actually works better like this, because it's really obvious the drills that are upside down because they don't have the AB coating. So all of these ones that are bright yellow are upside down. So if I've got the tray tilted slightly, and if I tap the sides and have a little game of Tetris, you can see how the drills slide down. Now you can see that bottom part, there is a tiny lip there that is enough to stop the drills that are sitting the correct way. The ones that are upside down are falling, or any that are piled up on top are falling into that bottom part. And that is one of the things that caught my attention. I know that people have been using washi tape, putting a strip of washi tape in the bottom of trays to get this effect. But this was the first time I'd seen a tray that was actually made like this. So you can see all the drills that were upside down have basically all fallen to the bottom, and it means that if you use a multi-placer, you can get nice rows without the upside downs. Okay, we've got one there, but in general I think there's only maybe two that are upside down, but you can see the vast majority are sitting right, just ready for a multi-placer. And then I would imagine that all you do is once you've used these, you could just tip these back in and then give it a shake again. And then do the same thing. This is the first time I've actually tried doing this. I wasn't really sure how well it would work, but you can see those yellow ones are just working their way down to the bottom as I tap the tray. They go into that bottom area. The small lip at the bottom, if you watch these two at the end, they come down to that lip and then they stop, and then that third one is coming down to join them. And then the ones that are sitting on top, like that one, they go as well. So you can see it really does work if you're looking to get nice rows ready for multi-placer especially, or if you're just wanting the drills the right way up. You don't have to push out ones that are upside down. Everything is down at the bottom, so you can use these. So it does work. The other thing that I wanted to compare is, this is the standard size tray. So if I sort of compare that to a real standard size tray, and then I pour the drills that are in this, you can see I've got a lot of space, plenty of room for the drills to move. You don't want to fill the trays, like heap them up, because then the drills don't get a chance to move. And the idea when you shake the tray is you want the drills to flip over these little lips, and then they flip over and they sit properly. If you pile the drills in, they can't spread out and it just doesn't work. So I'll take the stopper out and we'll pour it into a standard size tray, same number of drills. Got one stuck and one I must have dropped. So this is the same number of drills in a standard tray. So if I give it a shake, you can see most of them are actually upside down. If I try the same technique and tap them, everything is just piling up at the bottom. So it doesn't work anywhere near as good. Plus the tray is overfilled. Far too many drills in here. They don't have space to flip over, so that's why it doesn't work. So if you are using a small tray, remember, just pour a small amount of drills, let the drills separate, and it'll work a lot better. So we'll take the same amount and we'll move them into the big one. So just dump them. And you. So now we have what was overflowing in the standard size tray. Just give this a shake. Drop one. And then we'll do the same again. So all I've done is tilted the tray up at an angle, just giving it a tap. I don't want to tilt it too high because I think they might flip over that little lip, but it isn't that high. But you can see how well this works. It really is like Tetris. But it's the ones that are sitting on top. You can see all those yellow ones. They come down to the bottom, and if I keep tapping it, they just fall over the edge. Whereas the ones that are actually sitting correctly don't move. I can see some jumping, they may be getting a bit too heavy with this big line. Some jump, but if I keep tapping it, they'll go. So you can see nice and shiny ABs, but most of them, not all, but most ended up here, the ones that were upside down. So it makes it a lot easier. You don't have to keep shaking the tray so often. Really good idea. As I said, first time I've actually seen a tray like this. The tray again is a lot sturdier than any trays that I've used before. The other thing that someone mentioned that caught my attention was they said, finally, a 3D printed tray that doesn't make a noise. And I understood what they meant, and I was curious just to see if it was true. I have had trays before, 3D printed trays, and the way that they're made, you get a sort of crisscross pattern on the base, and if you slide your drills over them, they make a scraping noise. And when the room is quiet, it can be irritating if you've maybe got somebody else in the room that's maybe reading a book or doing something, and they keep hearing my wife and I both diamond paint, and we noticed when we tried the 3D printed trays, it was just a constant noise because both of us were diamond painting, and we tended, when we put the pen down, we tend to flip it up, and we actually stopped using the trays because of that. So when somebody said finally a tray that's quiet, I thought that sounds good, and then I saw the little lip. So that was the two things that sort of caught my attention. The lip works very well, but now I want to see about this scraping noise, if it's any different. So don't know how well the mic's going to pick anything up, but if I try just moving the drill along like that, that was me just sliding along. We found that sometimes the pink wax after a bit doesn't pick up as well if you're just touching and lifting. It actually works better if you put the pen on the drill and slide it along and pick it up. Don't know why, but we found that. So we would be diamond painting and we would do this, like a little sort of slide to pick the drill up, and as I said, we kept hearing this swish noise, and it was getting irritating to both of us, so we stopped using the trays. So 1, 2, I'll actually just try to slide them along. So that's the noise we're getting or not getting. I've got one of the trays that we tried before, and what I'll do is I'll pour some drills into this one. And to get them back if I want to put the stopper in. That didn't work well. There was a drill half underneath the stopper, so that's something to watch. But there again, normally you're just emptying them, you're not trying to pour half them out. So yeah. So give this a little shake just to get some drills the right way, and then I'll try. I don't know if the microphone's even picking any of this up, but I'll try and do one then the other. Put some back in. I don't know if there really is a lot of difference in the sound. I can feel it though, there's more vibration in this one. And then if I try the other one that we tried, and pour drills back into this one. The other thing is, this tray, you can see the drills got a habit of just, the grooves are just slightly too snug. So you get drills sticking and you've got to use your finger to get them to go. Sometimes it's down to the drill though, it can be the drill is slightly off. So this one, give it a little shake and then we'll try it again. We'll go back to this one. Put the drill back in the groove. I can hear it, but it feels a lot smoother. These other two, you can feel the vibration as you slide it. This one you can't. I had a look at it, and I don't know if this is going to show up, but the way it's made is different. These ones I noticed there's a definite sort of hatch line going like a diagonal crisscross. You can, I think you should be able to see it there. And I think it's this, the ridges going this way that makes this, it feels bumpy, and it sounded, when both of us were diamond painting at the same time, it was an irritating sound. But if you look at these trays, when I tip them, they're made differently. It's more like a grid, so you don't have lines sort of going diagonal like that, they're straight across, and I think that's what's making it feel, it definitely feels, I mean, really smooth. I'm not saying it's absolutely silent, but yeah, it definitely makes a difference, to me anyway. It just feels better. And then I've got another tray that has no grooves. But this is a moulded tray, it's not a 3D printed tray. And I'll just try and pour some drills in. So this one is like moulded, so there are no ridges. Actually makes more noise than the rest. But the thing about this one is, I could only get it in white, and that's it. I can't get anything different. The one from Yellow Dog Designs, or the ones from Yellow Dog Designs, a choice of 21 different colours. So if you want to get your favourite colour, I'm pretty sure you're going to find it. This one, the official name for this is indigo blue. There are different colours, so this is indigo blue, and then we've got the green one, which I can't remember I need to check it. Tropical green silk is this one. So the trays are very well made, very strong. The problem, this is my second white one, the problem I had with these trays is over time the plastic gets very brittle, and the tray I was using before this, I picked it up one day and just like that, and one side just completely split, and then when I pressed the other side, it did exactly the same. So the plastic deteriorates over time with this one, but this is just a absolutely generic tray, so it's not 3D printed, but the plastic starts to go brittle. I'm sure because these are 3D printed, the composition is different. I'm sure they won't crack, but they are very thick walls, and nice and high, so the chances of drills jumping when you're shaking your tray are very slim. A very well fitted stopper. It's not a little plug at the end that could fall out or get lost. I mean, it's a really good size stopper, and it fits really snugly. It's not over tight, but it is tight, so when I shake the tray I don't get a rattle. Again, that would be annoying because we diamond paint quite a lot at night, and everything is quiet, so we don't want to cause any sort of extra noises. So that is it. Two diamond painting trays from Yellow Dog Designs. I actually had to look at the invoice because I thought I had ordered 2 XLs, and then I thought I must have made a mistake and ordered the standard size and an XL. Checked the invoice, I actually did order 2 XLs, so just a little hiccup there. But the plus side is I can show people the difference. If you're not sure, like if you're looking at them and you think, yeah, I really like this idea with the bottom part, no messing about with washi tape that's going to start peeling off or anything. It's built into the tray. But do I need an XL size? Again, just comparisons. That's comparing it to standard size trays. I'll put the other one in as well. So I mean, it could be that this size is plenty. It depends on the size of the kits you're using. It depends how much colour blocking you've got. You might have a diamond painting with a lot of black, like a black background. So rather than, especially these ones, filling it a little bit and then using them and filling it and using them and filling it and using them, you might want to step up to something bigger. So you get at least twice, maybe 3 times the number of drills in you without it being overfilled, and probably 6 times or something with this one. So it depends on what size of kits. Obviously if you work in small kits, you're not really bothered about getting the big one, but a lot of people do very large diamond paintings that have a lot of one colour, and I am one of them. So that is it. Really like the trays. Very, very well made, very nice. I like the pattern on the back. Not that you ever see it when you're diamond painting, but it looks cool. As I said, it might help to give it a bit more grip because of the different angles. It's a textured base. It isn't smooth like these. So we've got a bit of texture, just maybe help grip a bit better. But really good weight in them, nice and heavy. That's what I like. So they don't move anywhere when you put them down. If you touch them, I mean, I'm really hitting that. If I try and do that with this one, it's just not going to happen. So yeah, really nice trays. So that is one standard diamond painting tray and one XL rectangular diamond painting tray from YellowDogDesignsCA on Etsy. As I said, they do make other things. If you're interested to see what Doug and Carrie are making, and I know they're coming up with new ideas as well. They're working on some new things. You may see a video in the future because I'm quite interested. I like to see companies that sort of start to think about things and change things. They don't just say, right, okay, we make a tray and that's it. They're working on new ideas, that's all I can say. So yeah, nice trays, very nice trays. I think these will definitely be the trays of choice for both me and my wife. So that's it. Yellow Dog Designs CA on Etsy. There is one last thing I want to talk about. If you look at these trays and look at the nozzles, you'll see that the nozzle on the XL is much wider than the one on the sort of standard nozzles. Now, That's not a problem if you use containers or bags, but if you use Tic Tac containers like I do, it could be a problem, because these nozzles fit exactly inside the container. So you tip your tray down. Well, that was near, pull back too far, and they go in. Now, actually I was surprised that happened, because normally when I try and do this, I'll get them flat again and see what happens. Right, it's happened. What's happened is we've got two drills side by side in the nozzle, and they just totally block it. So nothing goes down the spout, the drills pile up and then they fall off the edges. It does it all the time. And what I do normally is I'm shaking it like it is just now, and then I use the tweezers to pull the drills back so that they're not sticking together, and then I try again. And sometimes, depending on how many drills I've got, this can happen again and again. It's just happened again. We've got, I don't know if I can get it, but we've got two drills sitting side by side, and it stops the drills getting past. So again, I just pull them back and then shake the drills in. It is very annoying. So then I thought, hang on a minute, this is a much wider channel. How is this going to work, or is it going to work? I don't know. I'm going to find out. So now we've got a nozzle that's wide, well, as wide as the box, so it's too wide to fit inside the hole. So I'm thinking if I tilt the tray at an angle so it's like a V above the hole, and then we try tapping it. Didn't drop any. So even though it looks like it won't work, it actually does. All you do is tilt it so it's like a V, and then they'll go, no problem. But you saw how fast they went as well. They all just go, they don't jam, because we don't have that little bottleneck. So no more having to use the tweezers to try and push the drills out. So you can pull the drills back a lot faster. Again, this is only specific to people who use Tic Tac containers, but I mean, I've been using Tic Tac containers since I started diamond painting. I really like using them, so I'm very pleased that this actually does work with Tic Tacs as well. So yeah, as I said, I just noticed when I put the trays side by side and I thought, hang on a minute, that nozzle's a lot wider, but it works, so it's a win-win. So two very nice diamond painting trays from YellowDogDesignsCA on Etsy. They are very well made. I like the fact that they have the nice thick walls in the tray, make it nice and heavy. The sides are straight, so it makes it very stable as well. If you you can actually sit your hand on it, it won't move. Unlike the trays you get with most kits, have the angled side and you just have to touch it, it'll flip over. So yeah, I like that. Also has the stopper. It isn't just a little stopper that goes in. It's a pretty decent size Y shape, so it's not something that you're going to lose easily. Fits very well, nice and snug. When you shake the tray it doesn't rattle, so yeah, that's good as well. I like the design on the base. I know we don't see it when we're using them, but it'll look pretty cool when you tilt it in the light and you see the sort of different colours. I like that. But the thing that first got me interested was that somebody had mentioned in a group that these were the first smooth based 3D printed trays they had tried, and that's what caught my attention. So I went on Etsy and checked them out, had a look and thought, yeah, okay. Found out you could get all these different colours, thought okay, I'll order two, I'll get one for my wife as well. And then I noticed that they have this channel in the bottom, and that was something that was really interesting as well, because I have seen people using washi tape. They put a strip of washi tape at the bottom, so that the drills that are sitting on top slide down and are out of the way. It makes it a lot easier to get the drills that are sitting properly. And I wasn't really sure if it actually worked, so I tested it, and as you saw, it does work. So once you shake the tray, all the drills that are upside down end up at the bottom out of the way, and then you've got nice neat rows to use when you're diamond painting. Especially good if you use multi-placers, because you don't have to push drills out of the way to get a neat little row. They're all in neat little rows. Also good if you single place. Again, you don't have to push drills out of the way. Everything is all sitting ready just to be picked up. So really, really nice. The thing that I sort of thought, oh wait a minute, was the width of the spout on the tray. It's a lot wider than the standard ones, and I use Tic Tac containers, which I've always used, and I thought, I don't think these are going to fit. So as you saw, I tried it, and if you just tilt the tray at an angle so it's not going straight in, you tilt it so it's like a V, and then just tap it, the drills go. The big advantage is the drills don't jam. That is the biggest downside for me anyway, with using the Tic Tacs, is the funnels are that narrow that if you get two drills side by side, they stop everything behind them, and then they just pile up and pour over the tray. This eliminates that. As I said, I wasn't sure if it was going to work with the nozzle being so big, but it definitely worked, and it's a lot faster because you can tilt it higher. You don't have to worry about the drills jamming and pouring over the top, and you don't have to have a pair of tweezers at hand to poke the drills through. So all in all, really, really good. I would definitely recommend you have a look, because they also do custom options. But today I just wanted to talk about the basic trays, and if you want to see what else they're doing, and I know they've got some new things coming up, have a look at YellowDogDesignsCA on Etsy. So that's it for today. If you want to see more unboxings, unbaggings, comparisons, reviews, anything to do with diamond painting, please remember to subscribe and hit the notification button. If you do that, you may catch me live on YouTube Live. I do random lives. I don't have any set days and times or anything. It's just when I can fit it in. I like to come on and just have a bit of a chit chat with diamond painters from all around the world, learn a bit about them, where they are in the world and what they're working on. So if you're interested in dropping in for a bit of a chat, please do. So that is it for today. Thanks for watching, and in the meantime, take care, be safe, and wash your hands.